The thing is that your skin is not just the most important organ of your existence, but it is also the largest, and it requires a lot of care. And the just like the rest of your organs get impacted with time and gravity and just aging, so does your skin. And your skin requires a lot of assistance as you age. Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Tin. I am going live today on my lunch break, if I can get a lunch break, that is, because I'm also getting an infusion. So I was like, okay, this is the best time to do an infusion. And we are here today. I'm on my lunch break. I have my avocado toast and my carrot juice, and the best juice is something that I prepare myself, which is the infusion of vitamins and minerals and nutrients that my body really needs as it enters its own stages as I age. So this is an anti-aging treatment that we do for skin and hair and just your general metabolic system, and for energy. So a lot of people like to do the water soluble vitamins inside an intravenous bag, and we basically put like high doses of vitamin C and glutathione and a liver cleanse and some other trace minerals that our body really needs, but we can never really eat as much. There is no way to eat this amount of nutrients that I am just adding to my system. Now, people ask me about IV infusions, and IV infusions are super important for skin anti-aging protocols, skin and hair. And guess what? Like, listen, your hair is merely an extension of your skin and nothing else. So as the skin ages, you will also notice the lackluster hair happening. And actually, hair loss is a very early symptom of aging, and that's why men tend to lose hair much faster. It is impacted by a lot of factors. Part of it is hormonal, part of it is also mineral and nutrient access that hair has when you're younger, and when your blood and everything is running with its full juiciness. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dr. Sophia Din. I work in New York. I am board certified in family medicine with a very long experience in geriatrics. So basically, I was an old people doctor. But almost 12 years ago, I retired as a geriatric expert and started doing anti-aging because I thought that that's the thing that I can do best to assist people not face their old age the way we make them face these days, which is like completely without any help. I did not want to just throw a bunch of medications at people as they age, which doesn't help them, but it just prolongs their misery. IVs help with hair loss, yes. So your hair grows on top of your scalp, which is like very hard surface, and sometimes it is the farthest away from. It's hard for it to get all the nourishment through the scalp. So as you age, so when you do intravenous infusions of these vitamins are basically water soluble, and because they're water soluble, they're like a direct deposit inside your body in your bloodstream, so their access to the end organ is very swift. The great thing about Juvanni's infusions is that I source them from really reputable compounding pharmacies, and I also make sure that none of our products have preservatives, because when we're putting it directly intravenously into your system, we don't want you to load up on preservatives. Even though if I were to give you preservative filled infusion, it would be cheaper. But the people who follow us or come to me are the ones who want to get really clean stuff. And we want to be very, very careful that only the stuff that your body can basically accumulate and just use without having to undergo too much preservatives is the only way to help it. So an infusion is like, I sometimes explain to people that it may be like an oil change for your body. If your body is the vehicle that carries your consciousness, an infusion may be an alkalinizing method. And what I feel is that intravenous infusions shouldn't just be made available to you when you're acutely sick and presenting yourself to some emergency department or in the hospital. These are methods that can actually help you even on a routine day-to-day basis, and they should be used proactively while you're not sick yet. So why use these methodologies only for the super sick when you're like totally ready to, get out of here? So I like to use them preventatively, and that's why we have been providing this service to our clientele for the past 7 or 8 years. And our doses have changed over the period of time. So I remember in 2016, 2015, people who used to come to us, we used to give them very basic stuff in the infusion, and they would still feel better with the basics, a little bit of B complex, some B vitamins, some tiny bit of C vitamins, and they would be, they loved it. It was so good for them. But then the pandemic happened, and we just doubled our doses, and then we went ahead and tripled our doses, and then it was just like so super energizing, and the quality of your body just goes to a different level, because you are what goes inside you. And getting such amazing minerals and nutrients just puts you in a different level of action, whether it is your brain activity or whatever you're looking to do and whatever you're supposed to be doing in your lifespan. When you do it with the right nourishment, with the right support, your body just makes it happen for you. And it is like one of that magical components of anti-aging that I cannot stress enough. Actually, infusions are part of our routine maintenance, and I believe that when complete studies on these products are done, they will very quickly realize that they have to do it to everyone, give it to everyone. It's currently not covered by your insurance, and it is considered a cosmetic treatment because it has to do with your skin and hair. So it is like something which is an out-of-pocket expense. The thing is that your skin is not just the most important organ of your existence, but it is also the largest, and it requires a lot of care. And just like the rest of your organs get impacted with time and gravity and just aging, so does your skin. And your skin requires a lot of assistance as you age. Remember, your skin will undergo failure. Chronic skin failure happens to pretty much every one of us when we reach our pause. So usually when perimenopause or menopause starts happening, or for if you're a guy, when andropause starts happening, that's when your skin starts showing the signs of chronic skin failure, because that has been accumulating in the past. So now we have a proactive management protocol for your skin, because we believe that when your skin fails, it falls. And as it falls, it does impact your brain, which holds the information of every single organ, including your skin, in it. Do infusions have any side effects? So everything has potential side effects if it is not being done correctly, if the person who is giving you the infusion does not know your anatomy, or does not know how to set it up, or does not know the different minerals and nutrients that should go in safely for everyone, and does not know the dosages. Because remember, life is all about the doses. The devil and God reside in the details of your doses, and that's why you want to go to the person who knows what they're doing. And that's why we say, please make sure that when you go and get any treatment, make sure it's a doctor. Make sure if it is a nurse, it is a nurse who is under the supervision of a doctor. And there are so many people who are now very well trained, because they have to be trained first of all, and then once they're trained, they can do it. And the most important thing is that setting up an infusion is not a big deal, but what goes inside that infusion, that's the important thing. It's like your plate of food is not as important, but what is on that food, and what are the groups that you're eating, and what are you doing it regularly, those are the things that are important. So what we place inside the infusion for you, that's what matters. I always tell everyone that at a point will come, and I am very sure that this is going to happen very quickly as more and more people start experiencing it. Because right now infusions is something that is being experienced by if you're some elite athlete, or if you're some big shot CEO, or if you're some big shot plastic surgeon or dermatologist, or if you're some big shot anti-aging expert, or some leader or something. Those are the only people who have access to it, or who have access to people who know how to do this. However, at some point, enough people would have tried this, and they would these would become very common. And at that point, everybody would have their own formula, and you would have to figure out which restaurant you're going to go and what kind of infusion you do. For instance, when you come to us, we have like something for energy, we have something for your skin glow, we have something for hair. And these things you have to, because these are water soluble, so they cannot you cannot have like super high doses of it. Because these are water soluble, they're like washed through for your skin. So it's like you're bringing your skin or your body to a 7-star restaurant and getting yourself a very nice Thanksgiving Day meal for the body. Now, the thing with these is, because they are in such high concentrations, most of the nutrients and minerals that we place in, what it does is that it helps us for like almost a month. So I like to recommend these once a month. If not, I also tell people that if you can hold off like for 2 months, great for you. Because remember, at my stage, when your body is going through the pause, your gut has become just as jaded as you are. It's not going to open its door and let things that it cannot recognize inside it. Because remember, your gut is also a barrier. It's a barrier that protects you from stuff that you place inside your mouth, because most of the time you don't know what you're eating. And I mean, some people do, but most of us are just eating whatever. So I definitely recommend that because your gut biome is old by the time you're in your menopause or in postmenopausal, some of the water soluble nourishment should be given to you via an infusion. Vitamins and minerals, of course. Why is it important to cleanse the liver with infusions? I wouldn't say that it cleanses the liver, but we do place some minerals in it that will assist in helping you wash out the liver, which is like MIC, which is methionine, inositol, and choline, which are again water soluble. These are very trace elements, and Guys, the thing is that it is very important for you to have a nicely functioning liver that is not clogged with all the toxicity that you place inside yourself in the form of preservatives and bullshit food, and food that is not real. We do eat a lot of food that is not real, by the way. Any food that is available to you in a packaged form, for example, like I'm about to eat like some chips, that's not real food. That's like a packaged food that I have bought from a place. So those things have preservatives in it. These things have stuff in it that is designed to make us want more of it, and we do want to always cleanse our system every now and then. But definitely, as you get older, you need it more regularly. I recommend these infusions once a month when you're postmenopausal. Or else, if you're like dealing with some problems, for example, if you have arthritis, or if you have fibromyalgia, or if you fall sick easily, or if you have hair loss happening and you want to stop it, or if you're chronically tired and you want to get out of that, you want to supply the adequate nourishment for your system. Do infusions help in weight release process? I love the way that you asked this question, because weight is not a loss, because nothing is a loss, it's a release. These infusions will not help you with weight release. It will give you energy so you can go and work out. Won't be like chronically feeling hungry because your body is lacking some food or some nutrient that your brain keeps triggering you to go and eat something because it's deficient in something. But it does not make you lose weight. These only give you more energy. It cleanses you. It removes the inflammatory markers. It also alkalinizes your blood. And remember, your blood does not like being acidic. Your blood likes being alkaline. Also, one very important thing is that it enhances your immune system. It boosts your immune system, because we place a lot of vitamin C, high dose vitamin C, and we also place a lot of glutathione. Now, glutathione is like a brain enhancer. It's not only a brain enhancer, it also is a vitamin that we give to people once they have overcome cancer and after cancer treatments, because we don't want them to develop new cancers after they have finished fighting off. So now I add it to my infusions, because remember, your body every day makes cancer cells. It's just that your immune system is strong enough that it identifies those cells and clears them out from your body. So now we add these infusions of vitamin C and glutathione into your system, so that if there are any such cells that are developing hidden somewhere in your system, by doing them regularly, you get it out of your system. So that's the reason that I definitely recommend these very routinely. Now, the question for weight loss still remains. So for weight loss, there are now products that are available that are FDA approved. There are 5 or 6 major companies that have entered the market, and they're offering GLP-1 agonists, which are a form of medication. These are anti-diabetic medications that are also not only sugar neutralizers, but also they help your brain tell you to stop eating. Because remember, weight gain can happen because of a variety of reasons. Sometimes it is just because you've been pregnant and you've had childbirth. Sometimes it is because you're a food addict and you're eating a lot and you can't stop yourself from overdoing it. So if you are, no matter which category you're in, when you have excess weight, you have excess sugars also in your system. So one of these medications that are now available to you in the market, like Ozempic, like Wegovy, like Manjaro, like tirzepatide, or like Zepbound, these are all medications that are specifically designed to control your brain, to help you control the sugars inside your body. So initial impact of these medications is also to help you not overeat. So it will help you really control yourself. So these are like, riding with training wheels on, where you're not going to fall off the bandwagon and just binge eat. But the main benefit of these is sugar neutralizing, so which is going to help you not only your brain but also the rest of your body as you go deeper into life and time. So these medications should be taken by pretty much everyone that I know. That's how important they are. However, insurance only currently covers these medications if you have diabetes, or if you are severely overweight and have a lot of other issues going on. Because of their impact on the sugar neutralizing, I believe that they will be super important for your brain health as you age. So one of the most important things that our seniors have to face is the loss of memory, loss of brain in the movement disorders and stuff, and those I think that will improve with infusions like this. But also not only infusions like this, but also these medications, especially when done in a microdosed manner. So even if you do not have diabetes, you should still be on a microdose of GLP-1 agonist, because I think it should be just made available to everyone. Now, because it is currently still not available for everyone, that's why we provide to our patients like a monthly protocol where you have to come in once a week and get this shot here at my office. Question: how can a lip flip be done? So what is a lip flip? So lip flip, now we're moving from infusions and weight loss treatments to beauty. So lip flip is, we're talking about our mouth area. So there are several ways to do a lip flip. The cheapest way to experience a lip flip is with something called Botox. Botox is a neurotoxin which we place. It is basically a muscle relaxer. So we place it in certain parts of your mouth where the muscle, the mouth muscle is, and we relax it. And by placing it in a certain way, what it does is that it flips your lip out and it looks more fuller. So I tell people that if you're thinking of doing a lip filler, one thing you might want to do before you experience a lip filler is to try a lip flip to see what a filler may look like in that area. Now, lip flip with Botox is not going to last you too long. It's very tiny amount. It may last for a month, maybe two if you're lucky. However, the filler ones, if you like what a lip flip does for you, then maybe you would want to do a filler, and the filler is going to be it's a hyaluronic acid filler, and those are things that we place slightly bit into your different parts of your lip, and they stay in your lip for a while, sometimes a year, sometimes more than a year, and they become part of your lips matrix. Now, there is one other way that you can do a lip flip that does not involve having either a filler or a neurotoxin, and that is something that we do with skin tightening. So basically we tighten the skin up here in this area and then around the mouth, which is also done with like a skin tightening machine. I like the machine that we have, which is a French company, MERS, which has like this machine called Therapy. So it's an ultrasound wave. It's a thread of sound bite that we place under your skin, and what it does is that it tightens and binds it and tightens it. And sometimes at a certain energy level, it also boosts the collagen, the existing collagen in your mouth, in your lip area, to blossom. So some people who like it natural, they just like to do it with ultrasound treatment around the mouth, and that also gives you like a really nice, very natural looking. It doesn't distort the shape or the movement of your mouth, but it's a good. So sometimes people do both, two of these products. There are some people who want all three. So depending upon your budget, you can try any of these, and I think everybody should try all of them separately and then combine different things together for you as you experience your own beauty. So lip flip can be done in various ways. So depending upon your budget, you can start with like a very simple Botox, or you can go to a hyaluronic acid filler, or you can do skin tightening around the mouth. Now, I don't like surgical treatments, and we are a non-surgical or minimally invasive place. So I don't like the skin being cut unless your skin has failed completely and it's gone and there is no recourse for it. I don't like to cut it. Your skin does not like being cut because your skin is represented also in your brain. All your skin cells. If we go back in time, let me give you like another tidbit of information. So when you were like very, very little, when you were only 1 cell old, when you were quickly dividing in an embryonic form inside your mom, at that point, your outermost layer of the embryo, which is called the ectoderm, the neuroectoderm. So the neuroectoderm is the outermost part of the embryo, divides and turns into skin as well as your brain. So your brain cell and your skin cells are old neighbors. So your brain cells and your skin cells arise from the same layer of embryo. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's the reason that your brain and your skin cells are kind of related. So when you just go and chuck your skin out before it has failed, it does impact your brain cells because your brain cells can't find their mates in the on the skin. However, now if your skin has failed because you're postmenopausal, you weren't aware of all the new treatments, or maybe you didn't have access. Now if your skin is failing and you have the resources to cut it, then the thing is that then you go to a plastic surgeon and you excise the dead skin, and then they tie you back together, and then you heal. But you still have to, even after doing plastic surgery, your skin grows all your life. So you will again start experiencing failure if you do not manage it proactively, because just like everything else inside your body needs constant upkeep and management, so does your skin. And guess what? The skin of your face and neck are the most exposed parts of your body and throughout your life, and that's the reason that you experience aging in this area faster. Under chin, do you recommend Kybella oral therapy? If you have under chin fat, I would recommend, so under chin skin tightening is done with Ultherapy, which is the skin tightening machine. And it is FDA approved facelifting tool. Under chin fat melting can be done by two different machines non-surgically. One is cool sculpting, which is like it's a freezing technology. You freeze the fat Because remember, skin tightening and fat are two different things. So if you're so the we remove the fat with cool sculpting, or we remove the fat also if it is like a small amount of fat somewhere, and you think that you cool sculpting applicator cannot grab a hold of that much fat. Then what we do is that we give you shots with Kybella. And Kybella is basically a fat melter. It's an injectable. Unlike cool sculpting, which doesn't have any downtime once you do it, Kybella has a downtime. Kybella, because it's an injectable, people experience a lot of swelling over the next couple of days. So usually for under chin fat and skin laxity, we tell people to do both, the skin tightening as well as the fat melting if they have fat. There are a lot of people who just have loose skin, and they don't have any fat because they're not fat. Your skin is also a very smart organ. What ends up happening is that when your skin loses its elasticity, what ends up happening is that your body starts storing fat cells in that looseness. So you become like a bag that's holding fat. And fat cells are very easy to create. And it's probably the easiest cell for the body to create. It's the easiest to create, and it lives the longest. Your fat cells do not die for like at least 7, 8, 9 years. And by the time they're dying, they have replicated. So your fat cells don't die easily. So you have to go and remove them and then eliminate them with other methods. Now, if you do, most of us are not starving, where we have too much food. So that's why I feel that for fat cells to be eliminated from unwanted areas of your body, you may need to use some of these tools, and which are non-surgical with minimal downtime, rather than undergoing a complete excision and surgery and everything. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thank you for all the beautiful questions, and I'm gonna come back. All right, I love you. I'll see you soon, and stay well, stay hydrated.